Love. Love is one of the greatest things that we try to express at times. But the tongue is one of the things that can never be tamed. The tongue can express joy. It can put out an inspirational word. It can lift one up from despair. It can build one up. It can make one feel like they are important and that they belong. But at the same time, the tongue can tear one down, leaving him wondering if there's anyone that cares, or the tongue can lash out like claws from a tiger to rip at your heart. Love is a beautiful thing. It is so beautiful that Paul wrote the church in Corinthians to show them what love could really be like. To describe love in a way that makes you think, wow, if we could love each other, if we could have these things, if we could show these things towards one another. But we battle. We battle it because we want those things that are of power. We want things more sometimes than we want just the general care of love. It's how we greet each other. Most people discern you by what you do, what kind of job you have, and where you live. Not just based on how you're doing, who you are. Are you okay, brother? No, brother, are you really okay? How you doing, sister? If you're not rolling on my level, then you can't speak to me. If you don't make my figures, then you're in a whole nother category. We generally give out of kindness, but not kindness for others, but kindness for ourselves, to make us feel better, to show to show other people that, hey, I'm good, I'm kind, I'm doing things. It's a personality thing. Because the greatest sign of love was Jesus giving up his life for us. Calvary. It's hard sometimes to wrap your head around it if you don't understand it. If you're not indulged in it. The first peekaboo sign of someone showing a great sign of love was in Genesis 22 when Abraham took his son. First sign of peekaboo. God playing peekaboo with us. It's in Genesis chapter 22 when Abraham took his son. God told Abraham, take your son, your only son, whom you love. Listen to what God tells Abraham, take your son, your only son, whom you love, as a sacrifice. Show me how much you care for me. And this is what God does for us. He shows us how much he cares for us. He shows us just how much he cared for us by giving his son, his only son, as a living sacrifice. And I think about us, we don't give up anything for nobody. Not that big sacrifice. We don't make a sacrifice that big. We don't even make a sacrifice that small. If it don't go my way, if I can't get my way, if I'm not getting it, then I'm going to manipulate my way to get it. If we lose one little thing, we fall apart. If something don't happen our way, we just don't. Love is so powerful. Love is so powerful. You know, division has never done nothing but tear us down. Division has never built anything. Division has never done anything but tear us down. But love, true, genuine love, can heal a wound, can bring a person out of darkness, can make a child feel like they can take on the world, can make a wife submit herself to her husband, can make a husband submit himself to his family. True, genuine love can get you. But it's got to be genuine. It can't have no angle to it. Paul deals with us and writes us a letter. Leave us one of the most beautiful and, oh man, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. If you find time, read it. It's so beautiful. How he describes love. It's kind. It's patient. It keeps no record of wrong. How many times we throw something up wrong? We dig way back. We go way back. We go so far back, the person we arguing with don't even remember what did he get that? And it's not, love is not, it's in a box. Love is not in a box. It's not in a box. We keep thinking and taking love, oh, it's a beautiful thing between a man and a woman. It is a beautiful thing between a man and a woman. It's a beautiful thing between a wife and a husband. But it's more than that. Love is beautiful with a friend. Love is beautiful with a co-worker. Love is beautiful between a father and a child, or a mother and a child. Love is beautiful between brothers and sisters and siblings. Love is beautiful between cousins. Love is beautiful all over. It's not in a box. It's not in a box. But God has always dealt with us with our desire to have power. The devil has always, the Satan has always had the trick to get us to think that if you do something wrong, you won't be punished for it. If you mess up, you'll be okay. That is not the truth. Because if you do something, you have consequences behind it. There is an old saying that you have the right to say yes. You have the right to say no. With yes comes a reward, and with no comes a reward. Everything has a reward to it, or a consequence behind it. It's just based on what or who or which one we choose. I pray. I wish we would choose love. more than we choose of.